Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Boruto episode 143. So, real quick, I did do a reaction. I just actually finished recording it, to the Naruto movie Blood Prison, because after reading the synopsis and watching the trailer, I do not think I have ever seen it, even though I had it on my anime list as being completed. So I must have messed up there and accidentally added it. I must have missed a movie when I was going through all the Naruto movies. Or somehow I managed to forget literally everything about the movie, and even after watching it, I don't recall anything from it, you know? But it was a cool movie. You guys can check that out. I actually recorded myself doing it. I decided to put out a reaction to it. It'll probably be in my Boruto playlist, so if you ever go to my Boruto playlist, it'll probably be right before this one in that playlist, since that's the order in which I watched it, since I watched some of the other Boruto videos prior to this, but yeah, I don't know. I just decided to do it because it has to do with the arc that we're going through in Boruto right now, and I figured I'd give it a watch. So yeah. Anyways, guys, that's that. Last episode on Boruto, though, we had the reveal that someone in Boruto's cell is the one that tried to assassinate Kokoru, or whatever his name is. I can't quite remember now. But they tried to assassinate the guy that Boruto is trying to protect, and now we have to try to figure out who it is. I said that I think it was Arai. I think that's what his name was. The red-haired guy in the cell with them. I thought the other guy, the other two, the quiet one that likes the flowers, seems like too innocent, even though that could be a debate, you know? But it wasn't like something that was like thrown to in our face. It's not like he like actively tried to tell us that he likes flowers. It was something so passive, like it just seems like he wouldn't be the kind of person to do that. And then the other guy that was like doing the bets and stuff in the last episode and all that, I don't imagine. I think he's too obvious, you know. So that left the red-haired guy, who's being weirdly helpful. I felt like he's being way too helpful to Boruto, giving him all this information and everything for no reason, whereas everyone else, you know, tries to ask for something in return, you know. So yeah, that's my theory anyway. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this episode, guys, and let's get started with it, shall we? Alrighty, so we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Kokiri, that's his name, okay. I was close. Can't believe this guy is still working here. Oh shit. Probably planted it. Yep. I imagine whoever had it planted it on someone else. I bet that's gonna be the thing. Whenever they do this, where they're like, hey, I want to check all your belongings, it's never the right person in a show, I feel like. Yep. Just confronted them with it straight up. All right. Opening time. You guys might notice a little difference with my audio too. The last couple episodes, I noticed were quieter than normal, but I kind of just let it go because it still sounded like it was an okay volume. I don't know what happened with my recording software that just made it start recording quieter, but something happened with it, and what was happening on my recording software, I have something that will detect my voice and then activate when I talk, so that way you don't always hear background feedback or anything when I'm not talking, you know? And I noticed that it wasn't always picking up my voice because the volume was lower. Which means, I don't know if there were any times in Boruto specifically, but for one of my other shows, I noticed I was saying stuff, and it wasn't actually picking it up. So I don't know how much it happened for this show, but I ended up removing that for now, so you might hear some background noise, and I raised my volume up. I compared it to one of my old videos to try to get it to be as close as possible to what I used to have. It should be pretty close to the same, I feel like. If there's any, like, specific issues that you guys notice, though, let me know. The criminal targeting Kokiri. Alright, does that mean we're gonna get the identity? Not specifically you, just accusing one of you. Jeez. Just giving away everything, huh? God damn it. Yeah, I definitely think they just said way too much. Of course you do, because you're just such a nice guy, right? Such a scaredy cat. Oh, shit. Jesus, really? That's ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. Okay. Okay. All right. That's what I was saying when it happened. I was like, he just failed miserably. Yep. He's trying to sow the seeds, make him believe other people are bad. Alright, almost just countered his own argument. Just showing how weak Kamata actually is. And it's going to be planted on Kamata, I'm sure. Just nothing. I don't trust her at all. If you guys can't tell. Just the fact that he's gonna be so defensive, they're gonna believe it when the tag's there, but I don't. We already know that has nothing to do with this whole situation. He's sending letters to someone. No. Jeez. The supplier. Okay. It's gonna be something like chocolate. Okay. Oh my god. Hmm. They don't have much time, though. They're searching the cells in their area, right? Yeah. Well, I still think it's a riot or it's no one in their cell, but I could be wrong. They could subvert my expectations. What was that face about? They were all looking away, too. Very easily could have moved the card. Creepy. Hmm. Pretending. Oh, shit. Hmm. Yeah. They did not do a good job searching Arai at all. Like, they didn't check anything on him. All he did was lift his blanket. It's gonna be something more embarrassing than that, I think. Right. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit, he talked! Hmm. And the card. I don't believe it. Yeah, clearly based off his reaction alone there, he's not the one. He's a badass voice. I've heard that voice actor somewhere too. I'm not sure where. Oh, I'm like this close to recognizing the voice actor. Damn it. Yeah, of course Arai doesn't want him to explain. Yeah, he's the one. Alright. Jeez. Oh shit. Get wrecked. Yep. I knew it. He was way too helpful in the beginning. Yep. Everyone looking to the guards. Yep. It's pretty obvious, I feel like. At least to me. Oh shit! Kadama! Alright, so they turned him in. This fucker literally let that same guy bribe him, and he's talking shit about him. Oh my god. Alright. I know that voice from somewhere. I just can't pin it. Alright. Making friends. Okay. Hmm. Well. Alright. This guy. Yeah. And he was part of that gang to begin with. The whole scaredy cat thing could just be a ploy. Who knows? Alright. So that mystery was solved. That's cool. It was Arai that was who I predicted. I felt like, I felt like Kadama was too quiet, and just the fact that he was into like the flowers and stuff, but it was like it was Mitsuki who confronted him and had to really push for that knowledge, you know, to learn about him protecting the flowers. Made me felt like he was innocent, because the thing is like Arai tried really hard to make himself look innocent, you know, whereas Kadama didn't try too hard, you know. And then I just felt, I honestly just felt like Kamata was just not too stupid, but just too obvious of a choice. Like, if you'd be like, oh, who's the thug in a gang? You know, if you were to be stereotypical, you'd think Kamata before anyone else, you know. And then I also felt like Arai was being way too friendly and way too helpful, like, for no gain to himself. And I was like, okay. You know, I'm sure most of you figured it was him. I figured it was either him or it wasn't going to be in that cell for whatever reason, but... Alrighty, guys, that is it for episode 143. But yeah, so we kind of spent the whole episode isolated to the cell. It was a little, like, claustrophobic and confined of an environment for an episode, but I mean, it is a arc about a prison, so it's gonna feel that way. And they really dragged their feet with trying to discover who it was. It took literally the whole episode from start to finish of them just trying to figure it out, with only like some minor cutaways to the guards and to Sarada and stuff like that. But it was fine. I mean, obviously it was a little lackluster for me, because I kind of like, I had a good feeling that it was Arai from the start, you know, so it was just a matter of like waiting for the characters to figure it out. And it was pretty obvious that he was going to plant the card on someone else in the cell, because that's just like, that's the first rule of TV shows, is if a character, if you suspect a character and someone says like, let's search through everyone's things, that searching through everyone's things is never going to work. It's always going to be something that was like planted on someone else, you know? I feel like there's almost no shows I've ever seen that they've done like a full search like that and it ended up being on the person that actually was the perpetrator, you know? But anyway, that's just me watching too much TV and being able to read those tropes and predict that stuff early. But yeah, it is ominous what they were talking about at the end, and like I kind of said, right there at the end of saying, like, we don't know anything about Kokiri, you know, he's still a guy that was a part of this gang, stole the money and ran, you know, who knows what he's capable of. I do believe that someone who was in that gang, he's, like, way too, like, scaredy cat for that, you know, and I imagine that we're gonna get a moment where he's gonna be, like, more of a badass, you know, maybe not, like, a badass and, like, just, like, I think he's gonna go more, like, serious, and he's gonna drop the whole, like, scaredy cat act at one point. I don't know if it's enough to say, like, he's the... I mean, I'm still, like, sitting here paranoid about, like, who's the boss, because he's supposed to, like, know the identity of the boss, right? He's supposed to know what he looks like, and no one knows what he looks like, you know? So, it still makes me wonder, like, who is the boss? Whenever they set up a character that's, like, you don't know what they look like, it's always... They do that always to, like, surprise you. Which makes me wonder if it is going to be like Kokiri. Like, why he would steal money from his own gang and run like that is beyond me. And I really don't think that's going to be the case, but I guess I could see a world where they are trying to trick us, where, like, the actual boss is him. But I guess that wouldn't explain why Tsukiyo is here trying to kill him, you know? So, I don't know. Unless Tsukiyo really isn't here to kill him, everyone just thinks he is, you know? It could be that, too. But yeah. It's interesting how much Tsukiyo knows, though. Like, sitting in that solitary, he was able to tell as soon as Sarada arrived that she wasn't, like, she was pretending to be a reporter. So, how did she know that? That's kind of interesting. I wonder if that's going to amount to anything, but yeah, I guess, like, it's interesting seeing the little bit of Sarada just like navigating around as this like reporter and stuff like that. It's kind of interesting. She's just trying to do what she can from being outside the prison, you know. But yeah. Anyway, I honestly don't have too much more other than the fact that Kamada has a or Kadama, whatever his name is, the guy that doesn't talk much. He has a badass voice, doesn't he? And I definitely recognize the voice from something. I just can't pin it right now. I'm sure one of you guys will leave me a comment since I mentioned it during the reaction and be like, he plays this and this and this and that. I'm sure he's played a lot of different voices, you know. But I definitely recognize it from something I've watched. But anyways, guys, I honestly think that's really all I have to talk about. Kind of a short discussion, but really, like, we were isolated to that one room, and I mean, they kind of wrapped everything up in the episode, except for obviously the mystery with Kokiri possibly being more than he's letting on and stuff like that, which I kind of mentioned it. There's only so much I can talk about with that, you know. So I feel bad for the shorter discussion, but there's just not much more to mention for this episode. But I do need to look back at one of the previous episodes because, like I said at the start of this, I watched the movie, and unless I like looked at something wrong, Mui at the end of the movie, who was like the warden of the prison that put the prison jutsu on the people, he died. As far as I know, so or as far as I saw, they had like a grave for him and stuff. So I wonder what the name is of this guy here, and I'm curious how he relates to the previous guy that ran the place. Like, is it a brother? Is it a, like, I don't know. It's definitely not his son. But yeah, I don't know. Someone, maybe a cousin or someone else in that clan that knows how to do the prison jutsu ceiling thingy majigger. So, but yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm intrigued by this arc. I'm looking forward to learning more. I do wonder where we go from here, because we are kind of at the point where we have now caught the culprit that tried to assassinate him, but obviously this arc isn't done yet. We still need to protect him the rest of the time, so I wonder what other threats are there going to be, and stuff like that, and how much longer until the Leaf finally reach out and get them out of there, you know? But anyways, that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you did. Also, check out my Patreon if you want to support the channel. Very much appreciate it. You get access to the next few episodes right away if you do so. As well as early access for some of my other shows and my Patreon exclusives where I am watching Jujutsu Kaisen and Black Sails. So check that out if you're interested in supporting me. I very much appreciate it, but obviously you don't have to. Anyways, yeah, guys, I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.